Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Good evening, and welcome to another episode of the unpleasant world of Penn and Teller. A little later on, we will have the one and the only Mr. Alexei Sayle out here. Alexei! And I will be suffering for the cause of stand-up comedy, and we will be performing the world's most expensive card trick, and Teller will be doing some great sleight of hand, including sticking a cigarette where you'd least expect it. But you know, some of the most entertaining and magical stuff we know of is science. We've got some kids here. We're gonna do a little science for you, okay? You guys know about liquid nitrogen? You know anything about it?
No.
Well, liquid nitrogen is what the air is made of, is 80% nitrogen. And when you chill it down to like 300 degrees below zero, it turns into a liquid, just like, it's careful, it's very dangerous. We're gonna do a little thing for you. We have a rose here. Just check out that rose, give it a little sniff. You put in the liquid nitrogen, that's gonna chill it down very, very quickly to way below zero, and you just watch what happens to it. This is why it's so dangerous here. You pull that out and you just have a little rose crumble there. But we invented some stuff ourselves. You might want to write this down, kids. You want to try it at home. You take 2 matches and an aspirin, a regular headache tablet, and you put it in tin. You call this tin foil over here?
Yeah.
Tin foil, okay. And then we're going to take a little bit of just stage makeup stuff, and we put this in with the aspirin and the matches. And you want to watch your asses on this, kids. And Teller's just going to put it in there, and watches Teller. No, you want to push it down, Teller. You want to push it down a little better. Push it. It's got to sink, Teller. It's got to sink. It's not going to do anything. Just push your head down. Just a little bit of plaster of Paris finger. Here. We'll sort of remember this day by. We have another little experiment that we invented, and this is cheese. At least you call it cheese over here. And have you seen cheese like that before? Do they feed you that at school or something? Now, this is Teller's pet mouse. It's just a mouse named Billary, named after our president. And if Teller can get a hold of it there. There's his mouse. And now watch the way he reacts to the cheese. He's going right after it. Now you just watch, because even Billary knows the difference between the room temperature cheese and the frozen. Teller's gonna put a little bit in there. You know, with this, it actually improves it, I believe, this particular brand of cheese. Now when Teller pulls it out, now you'll notice it'll look very different from that down there. There you go. It looks a lot different than the thawed cheese. And you watch the way Billary reacts when she sees the cheese right here. As you just keep your eyes, oh geez, oh God! Oh God, Billary! Are you okay, Billary? It's okay, the mouse is fine. It's just cryogenics like Walt Disney. The mouse is okay, we just have to wake the mouse up. See, it's fine. Now, there are people watching at home, kids, and you're here. I want you to find a little piece of Billary. Here you go. I just want to show you that it is indeed just a rubber mouse that we switched, so no animal's been hurt. And as a matter of fact, Billary is safe and sound right in this kid's coat. See that? He's fine. Oh, jeez! Oh, no! Oh, jeez! No, it's just... Billary is just dead as a rock. Not going to come alive. But it's okay. We didn't kill it. You know that. You saw it. He clearly jumped. Did you see that? Would you testify? He jumped. As a matter of fact, he left a little suicide note. He's been very, very despondent lately. And it's too bad that Billary's dead, because he's going to miss one of the best goddamn comedians in the whole world who he's reduced Teller and I to helpless laughter. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a man whose jokes will tickle your ribs and bite your ass. Is it ass or arse over here? Ass? Is that arse? Arse. And bite your arse. Here he is, Mr. Alexei Sayle.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.
sod off! You don't have to join in. You don't have to testify. It's not a prayer meeting, you know. Yes, yes, testify. Yes, yes. I had a dream, my friends. Yes, I had a dream. I dreamt of a land where everybody had turned to God. I had a dream. And then, my friends, my dream changed. I was standing completely naked in a car park in Kingston-on-Thames with my testicles covered in Marmite. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I can't really keep this anger and this aggression up anymore because recently I've become a lot more mellow. Yes, I've become a lot more mellow because I've just had a baby, yeah. No, not a baby, no, 5 bottles of vodka, yeah. But, I'm actually something of a disaster area in relationships, actually. I am something of a disaster area in relationships. I always seem to want the ones who don't want me. Like Archbishop Desmond Tutu. He said we could be friends, you know. He said, oh, we can go roller skating, Alexei, you know, but we can never be lovers. But I had a secret affair with my best friend's wife until she found out about it. But I am something. Recently, I had to get married. I had to get married because I got my girlfriend into trouble. I got her involved in the civil war in Angola. It didn't last long, though. The relationship didn't last long, and now I live alone with my pets. I've got various pets. I've got a cat. You know, people say cats are very clean, you know, because they're always licking themselves. They're not clean. They're just covered in cat spit. I've got a lemming, you know. That's another pet, you know. Most animals leave shit all over the house. This leaves suicide notes. Alexei, don't blame yourself, man. I come home late at night and find it trying to dial the Samaritans with his little snout, you know. Hello, yes, this is the Samaritans, yes. Yes, what's your problem? Oh, sod off and die, will you? I also, recently I got very depressed. I started worrying about my health. I was very ill, and actually I was taken into hospital. And it's terrible now, you know, with the cuts and everything. It's really terrible in hospital now. If you go into, like, intensive care, they don't wire you, to see if you're still breathing, they don't wire you up to one of those ECG machines, one of those beep-beep machines anymore. What they do to see if you're still breathing, they stick a harmonica in your mouth. And you're lying there going... Nurse! Thank you.
Great shot, man. Thank you. Great. Alexei, I'm going to ask you, excuse me if I don't shake your hand, okay? Teller will shake for me. Alexei, I'm going to ask you something that might be considered a little rude. What joke really didn't go as well as you'd hoped?
Let me count. No, I think the kind of improvised thing I did about, you know, having the baby and stuff didn't really seem
Now, did you like that joke, you people? You like the joke pretty much? Yeah! Now, a lot of people in the audience seem to have liked that joke. A few didn't. But just the fact that a few didn't, that one woman that yelled out no when you said that, hurt you a lot, didn't it? I mean, does that hurt your feelings?
Yeah, very much,
See,
yeah.
my point about this is that comedians don't get laughs for a buck. Comedians are funny or they die. And you guys just don't know how easy it is to feel like you're dying when you're a comedian. I am strapped in this. It's a device called the Iron Comedian. I am unable to move. I am locked in the standard stand-up comedian position. I have only comedy to protect me. To show you how important it is for stand-up comedians to get big laughs, I'm going to perform a comedy monologue. It's made up of jokes, fine jokes, written by a professional comedy writer. Alexei, if you'd be kind enough, I'd like you to listen to every joke, judge the reaction of the audience, your own reaction, and then Teller will make me feel what a comedian would feel if the joke went over the same way. Now, we hope that this demonstration of the Iron Comedian will give you a new respect for the brave men and women who suffer to make you laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the US of A, let's welcome a very funny man, Mr. Penn Teller.
Thank you! Thank you so much! Wasn't Wasn't Alexei great, huh? My name is Penn Teller, as you said, and I want to tell you that it's great to be in a country where the only place you can find crack is between your butt cheeks. Yeah, I'm from the USA, the country that won the Cold War. But hey, you guys did your bit. You won the Cod War. Yeah. While we dealt with communism, you dealt with the threat of fish taking over the West. Thanks for that. I'm still waiting for the movie to come out about the Cod War, though. What's it going to be called? Good Morning, Iceland. Since I arrived here in Britain, I feel like I've been studying a whole new culture. You know, the Eskimos, the Inuits of North America, have 24 different words for snow because it's such an important part of their culture. Well, I've only been over here a few weeks, and I've already discovered that you have at least 47 different words for masturbation. Okay, a little bit of a laugh. You like that? Well, I guess I'll just toss off another one then. But you know, I've been a little depressed lately because the guy who invented Velcro died last week. I was at the wake, and I gotta tell you, it was a little embarrassing. It took 7 guys to open the lid of the coffin. Made a great noise, though. You know, like because of the Velcro, would be a. Oh! I've been reading about your European community, you know, melding 12 countries into one. I think it's a great idea. In fact, why don't we go all the way? Britain, Europe, Canada, even the USA. Let's all join together and give France to China. But you know, what is the deal with perfumes nowadays? Why is it that every 2-bit celebrity has to have their own personal fragrance? I read that Shirley MacLaine has a fragrance coming out called Regression. Makes you smell like you did in a past life. Okay, thank you, Alexei. Perfume jokes. Cher has a new perfume coming out called Anesthetic. Anesthetic for Shirley. You know, because she has a lot of surgery. In the movie Jurassic Park, I love Spielberg movies, and in the movie Jurassic Park, they recreate a dinosaur from the blood left in the body of a petrified insect. Which gets me thinking, what with all the flares and platform shoes around at the moment, I sure hope to hell that a mosquito never bit Jim Morrison on the ass. On the arse. Jim Morrison. Oh, okay, terms for masturbation, like bashing the bishop, J. Arthur Ray, 5-knuckle shuffle, beat the beat. And that, my friends, is what it feels like to bomb. Thank you so much, Alexei. You showed no mercy, but you were fair. You were fair, and that's what matters. That blood tastes awful. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to show you the world's most expensive card trick, and Teller will be sticking a cigarette where the sun rarely shines. After this, please.
Put it past him. Did you see Charles at the weekend? Flip.
Yes. Played 18 holes at Wood Park. Swab, please.
Ah, this looks more complicated than we thought.
Yes. I think we're going to be seeing rather a lot of this chap.
I hope he's got an understanding boss. Did you win?
Yes. It's close until the 30th.
There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. let's face the music and dance.
How's he doing?
He's comfortable.
You needn't worry if your life changes. Allied Dunbar financial plans adapt to help you cope with the unexpected. Allied Dunbar, for the life you don't yet know.
Recharge your batteries at a Forte Post House.
Hello, Mr. Godley.
Hello.
Oh dear, you look as though you really need to relax this evening.
Your chicken fajitas.
And now, live in concert, Tony Blackburn.
We charge just £53.50 per room per night. You'll notice the change at Forte Post House. Call free phone 0800 40 40 40.
There's a new nighttime towel from Bodyform called Bodyform Goodnight. It's a lot longer than conventional towels, and it's got wings. That's why it's called Goodnight. New Bodyform Goodnight. Bodyform for you.
Wait, before you renew your car insurance, see if the AA can give you a better deal. Call 0345 444 777 for your free quote tomorrow.
Excuse me, Sir Brown. Got the present, sir?
Of course, Bob.
Enough in the whip round, then?
£75 and 14p.
14p? You put that in? Don't suppose you bought it with your...
With my Barclay card? Oh, yes, obviously. Boff, I had a manila envelope stuffed with cash, and so naturally, I used Barclay card.
Well, it would have been insured against loss or damage.
This is the wedding of the daughter of the head of MI7. There are 4 men on the roof, 2 in the choir, and the vicar has no previous convictions. I think that's ample insurance for a china teapot.
Looks simple, doesn't it? But when you're watching a sleight of hand master like my partner Teller, even the simplest action may be a complex deception. Let's watch that again. Is he really throwing down his cigarette? Is he really crushing it out? Is he really adjusting his hat? Is he really taking a cigarette out of the pack? Is he really bothered by an itch in his left eye? Is he really pulling out a lighter and lighting a cigarette? To understand the complexity of Teller's life, you need to know the 7 basic principles of magic. 1, palm, to hide an object in an apparently empty hand. 2, ditch, to secretly dispose of an unneeded object. 3, steal, the opposite of ditch, to secretly obtain a needed object. 4, load, to secretly move the needed object to where it's needed. 5, simulation, to give the impression that something that hasn't happened has. 6, misdirection, to lead attention away from the secret move. And 7, switch, to secretly exchange one object for another. He needs nothing but a lit cigarette, a pencil, and a flashlight. Let's watch it again from the other side. He palms the cigarette. He simulates crushing it out. He steals the palmed lit cigarette and ditches the lit cigarette in his ear. He exhales smoke to misdirect from the smoke coming out from around his hat. He steals the pencil. He simulates taking the pencil, which is simulating a cigarette, out of the non-existent cigarette pack and putting the simulated cigarette in his mouth. He rubs his eye to misdirect while he loads the burning cigarette from his ear. He simulates a lighter with a flashlight, and he switches the unlit pencil for the lit cigarette under the cover of misdirection from the flashlight. Palm, simulation, steal, ditch, misdirection, steal, simulation, misdirection, load, simulation, switch, misdirection. Looks simple, doesn't it? I'm still Penn, but now I am in Piccadilly Circus in the center of London. Teller is still back at the studio, and we're gonna do the world's most expensive card trick. 50,000 pounds to find one selected card. Now, Teller does all the hard work on this one. We're gonna show you how it's done. So if you wanna do it, just get yourself 2 computers. You're gonna need about 100 megabytes of hard disk space free. We're using IBM, everything with about 12 mega RAM will work just fine. You're gonna need to get yourself a computer technician who can modify your hardware so you can communicate with a digital graphics generator of a TV network. We're using Channel 4, but any non-BBC station will work just fine. You're gonna need a phone line and the appropriate modem and software to communicate with a Spectacolor screen high over Piccadilly Circus. It's gonna cost you 50,000 pounds. Maybe you can squeeze it out of the network you're working with like we did, but that includes cards. You're gonna need a couple of punters and, hey, a guy that can type, my partner, and let's do a card trick. We're gonna do a card trick over here. Yeah, what's your name, sir? Joe. Joe? Oh, you're from the U.S.? Detroit. Okay, well, we want to use English people because it's an English show, okay? No, I'm sorry. No, you can stay watching. It's just, what's your name? Sue. Sue, English, right? Yes. Sue, and is he with you? Yes. And what's your name? Ian. Hello, Ian. My name is Penn. Penn Teller. Hi, Sue. We're gonna come over here and do a card trick. Sorry, we'll get you in Detroit. Right over here. I want to do a card trick for you, but I want to make sure I don't want to just hand you a deck of cards because it might be gimmicked or something. So why don't you just go buy yourself a deck, okay? Right over there. I think he has cards here. Right over there. Buy yourself a deck. Yeah, just keep the change. It's on Channel 4. Take a free choice here. Just pick one you want. Okay, right over here. And if you could open up the deck of cards, I have a knife there for you right there. Just open them right up. Stay on the shot. Get you in the light. There you go. Just open them up there. There you go. Just rip right through. Just tear it open. Tear it right open there. Get that open. Yeah, okay. That's a new deck, isn't it? Not gimmicky anyway. Just pour them out. If you turn them over to go faster. There you go. Okay. And see if you can lose the advertising cards and jokers. That's an advertising card. Joker, okay? Okay, it's fine. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to pick a card. There's a lot of people standing around you really close. I want to make sure that I don't see the card, but none of these people. You don't know, some of them could be with us or something, and especially the camera. So kind of fall back into the crowd and pick yourself a card, make sure no one sees it, and hide it, okay? Hide it somewhere in the pocket or something, right over there into the crowd. Now, as soon as they give me the deck back, I have to do a perfect fan so that all 51 remaining indexes show to the camera. It's a little bit of cold out here. I hope I can do it. How you guys doing here? We're dying here. Let them back. Let them back another shot. Okay, now you took the one card, is that right? And you picked it and noted. I'm not supposed to touch these. Just pretend I didn't do anything with them. I'm not supposed to touch it at all. I'm sorry. I just almost messed with the trick. But that's a perfectly ordinary deck. There was nothing unusual about it. And you do have the card. It's in your pocket. You know what it is. Is that right? Okay, you're right here now. What I want you to do is concentrate on the card. Okay, you know what the card was, both of you. Okay, concentrate on the card. First the number, then the suit. Come on, concentrate. It's the 4 of spades. Is that right? 4 of spades? Okay, show it to the camera. That's your punchline there. The 4 of spades. And hold it up right there. The 4 of spades. You can keep the deck of cards with our compliment. And Channel X. No idea how it's done? You mystified? Okay, thanks a lot. As you walk out, just look right up at the sign right there. Just let them through right there. Right up there, Sue and Ian, we are Penn and Teller with the world's most expensive card trick. It's September 8th at 5:39. We're in a cemetery. At the end of every one of our shows, we like to swear that we've not used any camera tricks. Well, this is a very special cemetery to us. My mother is buried here. Teller's mother is buried here. We like to swear on their graves that we don't use camera tricks. Mom, Mrs. Teller, moms, we, Penn and Teller, your sons, would like to swear on your graves that we have never and will never use camera tricks to accomplish our magic.
No illusions next tonight on 4. It's all up front in the Word.